Despite many people thinking Atari is a corpse, it lives. Right now mainly through different collections and by having indie teams make games based on their properties.
They'll do anything for money.
They're even making a new Bubsy game.
Anything.
And if there's any indie team I can trust to sometimes make a good game, it's WayForward. And that's exactly what happened with Yars Rising. This is a Metroidvania inspired by the Yars series, having many of the classic elements recontextualized to fit the new genre. And they only announced it 2 weeks after I looked at the entirety of the Yars franchise.
Egg on my face, I should have just known.
And of course, I had to get the game and make a video on it. Over a year after it released.
Despite how everything looks, I have a life. Well, better late than never. Let's go ahead and get into this thing.
We play as Emi Kimura, who is so quirky and relatable.
Need coffee, or energy drinks, or defibrillator.
She's a hacker who's hacking into the very evil corporation Kotek. That's like the Kotile from Yars Revenge! Her hacker handle is Yars! That's like the Yars from Yars Revenge! You're joined by your friend Mal, your love interest Anthony, and my mortal enemy Refresh, as they all sit back and let you do everything. Who needs friends when they just suck ass? You're caught by the hottest woman alive and sent to corporate jail. The jail they have in every office so their CEOs don't have to go to real jail. Now you have to fight your way out of the office, defeating enemies, killing giant robots, just to get back to your bed. What a millennial problem, am I right? But along the way, you get the sense that there's something not quite right about Kotek. There's something weird going on in this town. Every resident in this building is evil. It probably has something to do with the aliens. Just as Emi escapes, she gets a call from the hot woman asking her for help because guess what? Capturing and experimenting on aliens was a bad idea. And now there's an alien invasion. There's a spider woman that is implied to be a result of human experimentation by Kotek that is never brought up again in any capacity.
I nearly got eaten, and she was very attractive for some reason!
Also, when Emi was a kid, she was chosen by Yars. That's cool. He's a bug guy. He tattooed a miner. The CEO, Philip Ong, is partnering with the Kotile to do something, but oh no! The Kotile are gonna betray him and take over the world? So our bestest friend in the world, Mal, who is our good friend who would never betray us, turns out she's evil and betrays us. So we just straight up kill her. She doesn't appear again. She's just dead.
Anyone seen Mal BT Dub? She should get in on this celebration.
Mal's gone. She betrayed us.
For reals? I'm seriously shook, no cap!
So Ong opens up the portal to Razak 3, the Yars planet. But I think like the Kotile attack or something, and now we need to save everyone, and she gets cool power armor. Ong's boss fight is Pong. Philip Ong. P. Ong. Also, he wakes up the ultimate Kotile guy, we kill him in the end. I'm gonna be so real. The story is serviceable. I played this game over a year ago, I don't remember shit, but I do remember it being fine. There's something to be said about the writing. I just don't know if I should be the one to say it.
It's alright.
Most of the characters are fine. There's some good jokes in there occasionally, and as for Emi, I could definitely see her being grating to some, but she never really got on my nerves. She's just so quirky and relatable like me for real. Who does get on my nerves is Refresh. He has the most "how do you do fellow kids" dialogue of anybody. He's so annoying, I hate him.
Save my progress. How does that work in real life?
Shrug. Hey, while you're there, can you grab me some wasabi maple chips? Your boy is starving!
The game is fully voice acted too, and they've got some established names like Griffin Burns, Jenny Yokobori, Torian Brackett, Christina Valenzuela, Faye Mata, and Xanthi Huen, and they all do a pretty good job. Even though I fucking hate Refresh, I can't complain about his performance. This is a very traditional Metroidvania. You run around, beat bosses, unlock new powers so you can traverse into new places. It's kind of exactly what you think, only now it's inspired by Atari and millennials. There's also like stealth. The stealth is bad. It's very minimal in the actual game. You just kinda hide in the doorway, wait for them to walk past, and then you go. She's being sneaky. One of the highlights that breaks up the exploration are the hacking minigames. You do these to get more powers or access locations, and unfortunately they're the best part of the game. They're all based on classic Atari and Yars games. They're simple fast-paced mini-games with a ton of variety. They reference Centipede, Missile Command, Yars Revenge, and even Yars Return. You also get a live Yars reaction. They unlock different powers called biohacks that you can put onto this thing to customize your loadout. They can make you do more damage and get more health, and even auto-fire, which probably shouldn't be an unlockable, that should just be an accessibility setting. This looks like a job for Nibble++. In the lore, they literally rewrite her DNA. The thing that really makes the game stick out is the aesthetic and the music. It really does lean into that futuristic city aesthetic really well. All of the locations have their own unique style, and the small design choices help it to stand out. Like the UI when the characters are talking, or the loading screens being ancient boot-up screens. It's like I'm really in a dystopian nightmare. The other thing is the music. Holy shit, I love the music. Obviously, the big deal is Moshop. They made Love Taste and Notice and Online for Yars Rising. But my favorite song has to be Hacking My Brain by Megan McDuffie. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, I'm sorry. I think now if there's any game made by Atari or WayForward, she will find her way in. Going in, I knew that I wanted to 100% the game, and in my first playthrough, I did that. But as for the achievements,
I did a neat little trick that I like to call quitting.
most you'll get just from playing the game, but these last two are annoying and tough. First, you have to beat the game in the new hard mode. I have no doubt that I could do it. Like, the standard enemies just have more health and do more damage, it's that kind of hard mode. So it would just mean I would have to play the entire game again, and that's so fun. But the last one, Ghost of Yars, is ridiculously hard to get. Remember those hacking minigames? Now do all of them again, in a row. And if you die, you start back from the beginning.
I really did try, but I suck. I like this game. It's not a masterpiece. There are far better Metroidvanias out there. But it's a nice little game. I ended up getting this on launch day. I had to. And after playing all the games in the Yars series, I have to say, this is the best one. A great evolution of the Yars franchise. Hopefully they never make a new Yars game again.